friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. So today we're going to do something with our stash. I have some stuff that I've been sitting on for quite a while, and I thought it'd be fun to create a 2-strand necklace from things in my stash. Some of these things might still be available at some places. Some of these things probably will not be. And some of these things I have no idea where they came from. So we'll just address that when we get to it. But I thought this would be fun, and I still want to make it kind of a fallish necklace, which it will be, but I think you'll be surprised because there's going to be some lighter colors in it, and but we're going to use some dark metals. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and we will just go ahead and get right to it. Okay, friends, so I've got a few things down here. First of all, I have some soft flex wire that we're going to be using, bead stringing wire. And this is something that I had rescued off of something that I was taking apart because it was still in perfect condition, of course. So I'm like, well, let's reuse it. So we're going to reuse our soft flex. And I have here 24 inches, okay? And then I have some kind of interesting things here too. So these are some like stick gemstones. I believe these were jasper. I plan on using these two as earrings, possibly. If we have time, we'll get to it. If not, well then it'll just wait for another day. But I want to use this one as a pendant for this necklace, along with these beads that I got at Cherry Tree Beads. These I got back in May. They were part of Cherry Tree Beads puts their like little gemstones in like a buy one get one free bundle. And ooh, these are all rutilated quartz, rutilated red quartz. So it has the red rutilations in it, like the coppery ones. And so I thought this would be really, really pretty. It looks a little, pinkish on the string there, but as you can see, they're not really pinkish. So anyway, so we have those. I want to use those in this. I also have golden rutile quartz from Sam's, and these are grade A. And these are little rectangles, faceted rectangles. I thought these were really, really pretty. So we got that golden color coming in. And then I also have some Russian Amazonite freeform ovals, grade A. And I thought these would look just super nice with this and these. So really, really pretty. And then I have some things that, okay, these came from Joann's when they were going out of business. And I've always liked these chain links. Whoops. Every time they would have their stuff on sale, I'd go buy some. So I have like quite the stash of these. And so we're going to probably take some of this stuff apart and use them in our design as well. And then I brought over just some I had some scraps of chain. I didn't know if we'd use them at all, but I have like a really dark antique bronze and then a antique copper. So I wasn't sure if we'd end up using those for anything, but I thought I'll bring them along just in case. All right, so my idea is this is going to be, like pretty much all tiny ones, right? We will throw like one of these and one of these on here and there, but it's going to be mostly teeny tinies. And I thought this would look perfect with that. And then for these, we're going to take some stuff apart. So let's go ahead and open this up. There we go. I don't know how many of these I will use. I think I really only want the rings like these. I don't know if I really want the knots right now, but I'll use those in like another design, and then it'll be perfect. So my plan is I want to do some wire wrapping onto, these little guys and do like a gemstone or some in between, or something like that. So that's my plan for this and this and this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a few more things. We need some crimps and some I'm probably just going to use some eye pins for my connecting of these. It seems like it'd be the easiest thing for me to do. And I don't know really how many we'll actually really need once I take all these apart, because I want this to have a lot of the chain in it. So I'm going to grab just a few things and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have a few things here. I have my antique bronze eye pins, my pliers. We're going to need some round nose pliers, and we're going to go ahead and take these apart. These are really good jump rings in between, so we're going to try to hang on to those. I will use some other jump rings too, probably. I'm not really sure, but we're going to try to hang on to these because they're pretty good. So we'll just go ahead and open it and close it. So let's take this apart. I'm just going to leave them laying like that. Yeah, we'll save those the little knots for another design, because they're really cool too. I've done those in a design before, but I really wanted to focus on these rings this time around. But yeah, we'll definitely do those knots in like another design. I like to just kind of do my own thing when it comes to stuff like this. And it's really a lot of fun just to kind of take something apart and see what you can create, and just grab some colors that you really want to see together and come up with something. It's a lot of fun. I think we're going to be good probably with just the one card of these. I don't think we need too many. So I think I will we'll stop after we finish the one whole card here. Alrighty, let's see. But I do have the other one sitting here just in case we need it. Okay, so we have that much going on now. And let's go ahead and open this up. I kind of feel like I need some metal spacers. Like I didn't grab any metal spacers. So I feel like I might want to grab some of those, which I can just grab really quick. So I'm just taking a few of these off the strand. I'm not really sure how many we're going to end up using, you guys, but I'm sure we can always come back and grab more if I don't feel like it's enough bead. But I thought this would be really fun to work with. Let me just scoot back here and see what I have. I know I have plenty. Okay. So let's see. Oh, you know what we have? We have some like cute little leaves. Oh, but I don't know if I want to use leaves. We have these. These are adorable. All right, so let's grab some of these. And, you know, let's grab some of the leaves too. Why not, right? I believe these spacers all came from Beadbox Bargains. And it was probably quite a while ago, so I don't know if they'll have the same ones. But you can always check. Just go to beadboxbargains.com and check to see if they have them there, and they might. All right, so now we're going to get some eye pins together, and we're going to do some links. And again, like I said, I don't know like how many I'm going to actually need. So let's go ahead and put, ooh, they may not fit. So if they don't fit on here, we'll save them for the strand. I have like something I can't get off. I think it's marker. So please excuse my my horrible, like looks dirty finger. Okay, so there's one. And maybe what we'll do is we'll put the leaf with this. What if I should do like two? Let's see what this looks like. I think what I'll do is I'll leave this one a link like this kind, and then I will do these with the squares like a double, because that looks really cute. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do like a simple loop. And I know I could use my you know, my little things that make loops, but honestly for me, I really like to just make them this way. And it honestly doesn't really take all that long if I do it right the first time. So that's a big if. All right, so let's smooth this out. Let me grab my, where are they? Oh, here they are. My little straightening pliers here. My nylon tip pliers. Try to straighten those out a little bit. There we go. I don't know, like they get so like bent up and whack, and like I just don't understand like how it happens. Like I feel like they go into the container straight, but then they come out like all weird. I am saving my little scraps though, because those can be made into really itty bitty little eye pins for like really tiny little beads. So let's just do this. Make some of these. I'm not sure how many we'll need. I'm kind of wondering if I want to do a pendant with the chain, or if I just want it to be the chain. I kind of think I just want it to be the chain. All right, so I'm gonna start with like, I think maybe 4 of these. Let's start with like 4 of each, and let's see what else we'll need. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let me see if I can straighten that back out. I want to put the leaf on it. Cute. This is going to be really pretty. All right. Okay, there's 4 of those for now. And then let's make some of these. And these probably have an even teenier hole. I don't know. Oh no, not at all. And then maybe we can make these like, I wonder if we should make these a little bit longer, like that. That looks really cute together. And then we can just turn this into a simple loop. And we'll do 4 like this, and then we'll start putting things together and we'll see where we're at. And like I said, we may use some of that chain. I don't know yet, but we may use some of that. I'm trying to find something I don't have to work so hard to like straighten. Oh, this one looks a little chewed up. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Sometimes that happens where they just get a little kind of ick and you don't want to use them. All right. Oh yeah, these fit on here beautifully. Yeah, I like scrubbed my hands. I even put like baby oil on it to get like in the cracks, and it's like, this is as good as it's going to get right now. The rest is going to have to just wear off. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'll probably only wash my hands another 30 times before I go to bed, just because, you know, you touch something, you wash your hands. You go to the bathroom, you wash your hands. You like, okay, this one looks a little bad too. I've had some of these eye pins for like ages, I'm sure you guys. So don't get alarmed. I'm fairly certain I don't rotate stock. So I'm fairly certain I've just dumped new ones on top of old ones. And yeah, so I probably have some in there from the beginning of when I started doing anything at all with beads. So don't be alarmed. After metal sits for a while, it can tend to do some funky stuff. All right. And one more just like that. And I'm really trying to use enough of the beads that it makes a difference, but not use all of my beads, right? So I'm just trying to kind of spread it. And this is also like doing stuff like this is also a great way to like help yourself with your bead budget. Like if you want a really nice strand, maybe only use a few and do some links or some chain in between the beads to, you know, showcase your beautiful beads that you got, but to also like save a few dollars, right? Okay, so let's put those off to the side, shove those off to the side, and let's see what we have going on here. So I've got my pliers, and I really do think I want to use jump rings in between just because it gives a little more, like it kind of loosens it up. So you won't be like having something get like, you know how sometimes it'll twist and then kind of get stuck if you're not using a jump ring. I don't like it when that happens. It makes me irritated. So I tend to like not want to do that. And then I'm trying to debate if I want to do a bead, a link, a bead, a link. I think that's what I want to do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So now we're just going to take these and just link them all together. And this is going to be really, really pretty. I'm already liking it a lot. Well, I'm hoping you guys all had a good Monday. It was a Monday, that's for sure. But it wasn't horrible. It honestly could have been, but I didn't let it be. I could tell you that. I just said, nope, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let this be a terrible day. And yeah. Anyway. Such is the workforce, guys. I mean, that's just, you know, how things go sometimes. It's just the workforce. I'm one of those people that, like, if I have a disagreement with somebody at work, like, I don't want it to turn into, like, now everybody is irritated and nobody wants to do their job because they're grumpy or something, you know? So I try to, I don't know, like, I really try hard, but I also don't want to be treated poorly, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't. So I feel like I stood up for myself in a very polite way today, and which I'm very proud of, because it would be so easy for me to not be polite. I'm sure you've all been there, but I had to keep reminding myself that that's not how we do things, and we try our hardest to be polite. So that's what I had to do. All right, so let me grab some of these jump rings here. I'm going to try my hardest to match up the sizes. It's not going to matter all too much because it's not something anyone's really going to notice. So I'm just going to pull some out and just try to get around the same size. So that's close. My little mix up. I'm pretty sure now at this point, all of my jump rings are like this. Like, it just happens. I drop something and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to, like, if it goes all over the floor, it's getting pushed into a pile and it's going into a container. I am not spending half of my life trying to figure out and separate jump rings. It's just not going to happen. I have way more better ways to spend my time, right? All right, so let's scoop up the ones that we're not going to use. Okay. So this is going to be really adorable, and I like how this accidentally happened. So my leaves are, like, kind of going the opposite way. I kind of like that. Like, at first I was like, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. But the more and more I look at it, it's kind of cool. So I'm happy it kind of turned out that way. And I think I'll continue that little pattern just so it looks like it was done on purpose, right? So this one will go this way. Yep. And then this one will go this way. And I think we might want more of the links, because I'm wanting this to be probably around, I'm thinking 28 inches is what I'm thinking. So we'll definitely want more of these and more links. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready, and I'm going to make some more of these real quick, and then I will be back. Okay, guys, so I brought you back on just a couple minutes sooner than I probably would, because I think we're getting pretty close. So and I'm actually going to, these other jump rings that I have were, like, really a little bit thinner. So I'm going to actually snip those off. I know I could undo them, but they're really thin, so I wouldn't trust them after more than once, you guys. I think these are, like, ones that I bought, like, ages ago, and I didn't know that there was a difference between, you know, gauges, right? You know, so, like, and we're just going to switch them out for the ones that I harvested from that second strand that I opened up of these links. So I think I'm going to save those 2 links that I have here for something else. And we're going to add one more set of beads here. And then I think we'll have our length. So let's do this. I've got something weird going on. Why am I... Hold on, let me fix my... Sorry, guys. Let me fix my stuff here. I've got kind of a mess. There we go. I took my phone off my holder for a second so I could answer an email while I was doing this, and I put it back on, and then I messed it all up. So, all right. So let's add these last two back on. And we have the leaf pointing up on this side. And then we have the leaf pointing down on the other side. Oh, I guess it would help if I put the bead on, right? There we go. I was thinking too, so links can be pretty pricey if you can't find them like in a strand deal like that, like I found them, like just to purchase links. But you usually can find like 10 packs of them, or a pack of 10 or so. Like I know Auntie's Beads has like a ton of them. The Bead Obsession, they do, and their prices are pretty good too. So I think that if you went to one of those places and typed in links, you should be able to find some that are a decent price. All right, so let's just measure each side. Each side should be, yep, 15 inches. All right, perfect. So this is what we need for that. So now we're just gonna set that one off to the side for now. And we're going to work on our next one. Clean up my shrapnel here. All right, and I am going to grab some of these beads because we might want to use them, and we might want to use some of these spacers too. I can't imagine wanting to do all of the little baby ones. Like, I just think it'll be an awful lot. But I did want this one to have like a little pendant because I just thought that would be really cute. And these little Jasper stick pendants are really, really cool. I really like those a lot. I'm getting this weird shadow. Okay, there we go. All right, so I am not going to keep you guys on for this whole thing. We're going to develop a pattern, and then we are going to, I'm going to go off camera to do some of these little tiny beads because I don't want to drive you guys crazy. And I really only want to do about like 5 of the little beads and then do a different bead. So if I could just get 3 more on here. Try to be super patient. It's really hard. Even if you pick them up, your fingers will cover the hole like most of the time because the hole is so tiny on these. So it's like, and they blend in with the facets. So I'm just trying to really kind of like spot and see if I can find the hole. And I know this can be annoying, but if it annoys you, then just kind of fast forward and it'll be okay. And then you won't be annoyed. There we go. Whenever I see someone do this, I'm like, you can do it. I'm like cheering them on, and I know they can't hear me. But I'm like, maybe they can feel my good vibes I'm sending their way. Okay. All right, so there's a few. And then let's bring in one of these really pretty quartz. And then we'll do 5 more beads. See if I can make it work a little bit better. It's just so hard to like see the hole between my fingers. There's 2. Oh, there's 3. It's going a little bit smoother. I think I'm developing a little bit of a pattern here. There's 4. And then here's 5. Maybe. There it goes. And then here we'll do one of our leaves. We need 5 more. shapes. Oh my goodness. See, this is what I mean. Like it's, this one. And it's a shame because I absolutely love these little tiny sparkly beads. They're so full of sparkle, so full of personality. They're just gorgeous. And it's like, come on, you can do it. Okay, there's 4. Those are going on a little bit easier. I think I'm just kind of lucking out where I can actually kind of see the hole, and then I can just move it towards me a little bit. There's one. Okay, there's 5. And then let's put one of these beauties on here. And then we're going to do 5 more, and I'll do the cube. And then we're just going to keep repeating this pattern, and we're going to do the same thing on this side here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, my friends, so this is what I have so far. And I was going to try putting all 3 of these on. And you know what? I don't like it. So I'm going to put this on here for a minute. I didn't like it with just 1, and I definitely do not like it with all 3. So we're just going to take those off. I'm going to save those for like a different time, and we will put that aside. So I think what I'm going to do is just not worry about having a pendant at all. And we're just going to keep continuing to do this because this is going to be pendantless. We'll make this one pendantless unless I happen to just think of something out of the blue that would look cute with it. But I really think I just want to leave it without a pendant. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to dig out the rest of my cube spacers and my leaves. So we'll do that real quick here, because I think we're going to need all of them. But otherwise, I like how this is turning out. I think it's looking really cute. You know what? I opened this up that has my spacers in it, and I just saw something that I thought, that might look really good. Hold on one sec here. So I have these. These are so pretty. Like, why don't I just use one of these little guys as like my pendant? So like maybe this one. I like that. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to do some more beading so you guys don't have to watch me get those little tiny ones on. And we'll come back and figure out what we need to do to close off this and then add these 2 together. I'll be right back. Okay, friends. I think we've got it. So I am going to just put those off to the side. This is our other strand, which I like this a lot better than having like a pendant. So we have that one little focal right here. This does match up, by the way. There we go. And this looks really cute together. I like that. And then we have our chain, which will go like so and be a little bit longer. So, and we're gonna connect them together. But the first thing I wanna do is I want to clamp off one of these ends, and we're going to put this on here. And I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this, because we have that, and I'm thinking these are really great, like super strong, like rings on this chain. And I was thinking about using those because it'll kind of match this, and just like opening this up and using 2 of these, like one on each side. That's what I'm thinking. So let's do this. All right, now I want this to slide up. And I am using since I'm using the Soft Flex beading wire, I am also using Soft Flex crimps. And we're going to use our magical crimpers to crimp this. So I'm just going to go in here and we're going to do our ravioli and turn it on its side. And now we're just going to go all the way around it like that. So now we have that one all set. And this will go over the little tail, but we do need to trim some of this little tail off just because it's not going to go through those little tiny beads. So I'm just going to trim that off, push that up there, and let's go ahead and pick up this side and let gravity do its thing. And now we have that. And let's take off another one of these. So basically what I'm doing with this is I'm just trying to reuse a portion of some chain that I have, right? So it's not that I need to use it. It's just, it's here. Why not? Why go find another jump ring? And these are super strong, so it'll be perfect. And we'll put this on here. Like that. Put our tail through our crimp and through this cube. And let's pull that down. Whoop, I don't want to cause a catastrophe here. All right, let's go ahead and like do our little loop-de-loop to make sure that we're doing this right. Just want to pull it down just a tad bit more. There we go. And now we can come in here and crimp this little guy down. Oh, come on. Sometimes they just want to spin on you, like they don't want to like hold still. So I'm going to grab it from here. There we go. All right. And then we can come up here and get as close as we can. Snip off what we don't need. And now we have this. So let me just pick this up real quick because I think it's just gonna be a mess if I don't. I really wanna show you guys what I'm up to here. Just move some stuff off to the side. I have so much of this still, like I could use it in so many designs and it's so pretty. It just gives so much sparkle. All right, so I'm gonna pull you guys out just a little bit here. So woo, you can see my big old mess that I have going on. Yeah, I got a lot going on out there, guys. All right, so if we have this, and then we have this. And like I said, that one's going to be longer. Oh yeah, look how pretty that's going to look together, you guys. That's going to look beautiful. All right, so now we're just going to want to like link everything up. So I'm going to, I think I just want to put this right on here. I don't think we need to do a jump ring because this is not going to be where our piece like really kind of ends. We're going to put one more little link on there to use as the one end of our clasp and to put our clasp on the other side. So this is just holding them both together like this. Come on. Just want to make sure it's closed all the way. There we go. All right, and then the same thing with this one. open this one up. So this Saturday, I'm going to go do fall stuff with my friend Jamie. We're going to go to like a place that has like some, you know, some fall decor going on and lots of apple stuff, like, you know, just like little desserty things and stuff. So we're going to do that Saturday during the day. And I think that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And then, you know what? It saves my husband from having to do fall stuff. Do fall stuff with a girlfriend and you'll be so much happier. And she will encourage my spending. He will tell me, do you really need that? And I'm like, yes. Why wouldn't I need this? All right, so there's that. We're going to use our chunky clasp because we're using chunky chain and everything else. So let's get one more of these links off here. And this is actually, I could just, you know, maybe I'll just take some of this off and do like an extender. Let's do an extender. That's a fantastic idea. All right, so now I have an extender too. So if I choose to wear it longer, or if I give this to somebody and they want to wear it longer, they can. And what's nice is you have all of these options to hook this into. Not just one, but all. Let me get a head pin and we'll put like a little dangle on the end there. And now finding my head pins that match could be a little bit of a challenge. Here we go. I think these will work. Yep, they sure will. We'll do a little wire wrap on the end there. And let's use one of these. Just a really pretty little gemstone wrap. And we're going to wire wrap it right onto the end. And now I didn't make any earrings, but that doesn't mean we can't make earrings eventually. But I think for now, this necklace is going to be good, and we can maybe do like a cute pair of earrings to go with it later, because I still have two of those hoops that I didn't use, and I have some chain. So I think we could come up with some really cute stuff. All right. And there we go. All right, I'm going to hook this together real quick just so you can see it. I felt something sharp. Hold on. We don't want neck scratches. There we go. Okay, so here is our super cute fall-ish necklace. Very pretty. What do you guys think? You like it? Let's try it on real quick. And you know what? I'm actually wearing something it'll look good with. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, are you ready? You can see some of it so far. And then let me stand up, and here's the rest. So we got a shorter chain, and we got our longer chain, and it looks really nice together. You're getting a little bit of sparkle here from some of the little quartz beads, and you're really picking up all the other colors. I think it looks really, oh, don't mind my little stain. That was lunch today. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so yeah, there it is. I think it turned out great. It looks cute. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I always like digging into my stash. This is stuff that I just buy out of my own pocket. And so it's like, I need to use it. I mean, let's use it. All right, guys, I will talk to you again real soon. And I'm sending you all my love. And I hope you have the most wonderful night. Bye, everyone.